Hey guys, it's ProtoMan111 with Let's Play Megaman Legends 2. First off, I want to apologize for taking so long to do this next segment because last week was just horrible all the way around. The motherboard on my computer just took a shit, decided I didn't want to, give up on life, so I had to spend about 300 bucks worth of parts because, motherboard died. Motherboard actually didn't cost that much. I actually just took the time to upgrade the processor and memory and might as well, and the motherboard too. Might as well. But I'm back in action, so I should be doing this more regularly now. So we'll go ahead and get started. The last segment we were just in, we turned in the second key from my least favorite ruins, of course, because of water. Now, when you get done talking, we're going to be going to Saul, Kada. At least that's what the professor is telling us. There's another key there, and the bonds have just decided to, troll the village and attack it. So we gotta head there now. And as I say in the previous segments, make sure you always check the item shops, because they may be updated. This is probably going to be one of the most useful items along with this thing, or this light barrier. I don't remember exactly, but flame barrier is going to be pretty useful later on, but not right now. I will probably farm off screen for that. It'll come in handy later in the next place we're in. Right now, I'm picking these two items because I know that I'm going to use them later. And if you want to try Buster parts, you can check the game FAQs for Megaman Legends 2. People have created Buster part combinations just so you can get a feel. Or if you like me, you like to experiment, just buy a whole bunch of parts and start fiddling around with them. That's basically what I do. Right now, this is less even, but I still like it anyway. It'll be attack 4, rapid 4, energy and ranger 1. But that'll be fine for my purposes. Okay, so let's go ahead and get out of here. Oh, and don't forget to equip the crap you just buy. Otherwise it doesn't do you any good. Padded helmet allows him to automatically dodge, do a tumble dodge or a dodge roll automatically. You hit more than once, and you are knocked down. And also make sure to get some link armor when you're at the store. Always upgrade your armor when possible, because if you take damage a lot like I do, it'll come in handy. You and me both. Okay, real quick, let's just go skim through what we can probably develop. See if I can make anything. Okay, you need the bomb schematic, and you will need the super ball. Makes the reflector arm. Not entirely sure what it does. I haven't used that very much. Okay, there's a Soul we picked up at the last ruin. It was off that really super high peak that we had to do a jump with the roller skates from, if you don't remember. That's the spread buster. Okay, you want to start upgrading this for the next battle. Next boss battle, because it'll make it easier. It shoots, I believe, a small explosive. It's bounced off a wall. I've never used that very often, if at all. Spread Buster is another one I've never really used. There are very few that I've actually used, honestly. So I will also do some farming off screen to get that Buster Cannon upgraded to its max. I'll show that in another segment. We don't need to do anything right now. What I'm going to go ahead and do is go to the sub-ruins in the island we're about to go to. And of course, going to the island requires you to fly the ship, which you can't do from the toilet, which is the way I was going. But this island is southwest of, or no, southeast, excuse me, of Sulphur Bottom. The little red arrow right there. Them heat waves, it's so freaking hot out here.
We've gotten reports that Kimotomo City's been taken over by the bombs. That's why I had to land out here. The city's in the desert to the north. Before we can get to the ruins, we've got to help the people in the city.
And of course, being the nice guy you are, we have to help them. Makes sense, doesn't it? Take your time to energy charge if you haven't. You know, also buy more canteen packs so you can refill more often. This depends on how well or how good you are, how many you feel you need. Never hurts to be prepared. It never hurts. So let's go ahead and continue on. Like I said, this segment's going to be the sub-ruins. This requires an S-Class license, and I'm going to change my weapon because it's going to make it hard to do it later. At this point in the game, if I would have had my powered bow... Okay, I was about to say, where's the flutter? If I had the Buster Cannon actually upgraded, I would use it. But for the time being, I'll just go ahead and use the machine gun busters. It's just the only thing I've actually upgraded at all. At this point in the game, I think it's less effective than some of the other special weapons, but hey, it doesn't really matter at this point. Like I said, it's not as effective in this game as it is in the first, because for one, you have to recharge part of your gauge to get it to fire. In the previous game, you can go full auto until you just run out of energy. In this game, you have like a clip, I guess. Once you run out of your green gauge, you'll have to wait for it to recharge, which makes it suck. But the sub-ruin is over here in the left-hand corner. And the bombs robots will randomly attack you as you're traversing the sub...
I've heard that there are landmarks that can help lead you to the city. Can you see anything?
This requires an S-Class license, so you need to have one of those before you get in it. Otherwise, they'll just tell you to go screw off. Okay? And guess what? It's water! Yeah. Anyway, thank God this is a shorter ruin than the rest, so it's not a bad deal. If you're used to fighting in the water, it won't hurt you know. So, but like I said, I hate the water quite a bit, so. But it's quite a bit shorter. That's a good thing. These ruins, like I said, they're optional. You don't need to go through them, but it'd probably be a good idea if you can, because you might find some nice stuff in them. To get a little bit momentum going, usually, just tap the jump button a little bit. It'll help you if you're at a full stop and you're trying to get momentum going faster. Do a small hop. It's faster than just to start running. Of course, as I said before, oh well, that didn't work. I must have ran into them, I suppose. These guys won't attack you. They're like the previous set. They don't usually attack you if you aren't moving quickly. I believe you can stand on their backs too. It's just they move so quickly you're liable to get knocked off. Woohoo! Yeah, that just kind of failed. It helps to dodge roll because they can in a direction they can't get you in. Because coming out of it, you can get hit. I've been hit so many times because of that. But those guys, I guess I must have ran into the room like a dork, and that's what set them off. The last time I played through this room, I actually walked through it. It took a long time, but they didn't actually get aggravated and start attacking. But they're the same as they were in the previous story rooms we were just in. They don't react to you until you start moving quickly throughout the room. If you have the draw arm, you can basically hold it out or run straight into it. Well, usually they run straight into it. Sometimes they just knock you over. They come at an angle. But all the enemies you've seen in the previous ruin, they are here. They are just as equally annoying. So. Of course, if any of you have been paying attention to the music, especially the sub-ruins, they are actually tracks from the previous game. So I'm pretty sure that might make you a little giddy if you're, you know, more of a video game music guy. I am. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to the other boots. So we're moving in so much dirt here. And the hydro jets will be your best friend underneath here. Okay, these guys are a little stronger. They take a couple more hits to actually go down in the darker colored variations. As you can see, especially on the S-Class license, they definitely do. unfortunately, they drop a lot less than any of their counterparts do, which is kind of lame in my opinion. Yeah, it takes 2 hits with the setup I got right now. So it's probably best at this point to throw them into each other, because that seems to do more damage. Not entirely sure why, but you know, if you suck with distance throwing, you're not going to work very well. Yeah, that works out for the one that you just throw, and otherwise the other one will get up and go, hey, I'm going to beat your face in. Sometimes you can get away if you have the lifter equipped and you hold the lifter button down, which in this case is triangle by default. If they run into you, you actually may be able to pick them up. I've done it a couple times, but not very often, just because. So slow. I love how the doors open so freaking slowly. And I suck with slow motion, even though a lot of people I've played with say slow motion helps them. It has the adverse effect on me because my times get all out of whack. Don't know why. Which slow motion, in any case, is usually a good thing because it gives you more time to think and react as opposed to full motion. That's a mimic. It's pretty plain and simple. Yeah. That's a pretty obvious mimic location, I think. And there's still something in the room, I think, because my gyroscope's going off the chain here. See if I can do this correctly without screwing up. Brain not working. Yeah, brain definitely not working. I think it would have failed either way. It would have been a long haul. I only needed one shot, really. Something to make him gyro me to go. Oh, that's why. He's gonna suck! Oh, that wasn't the best thing to do. Probably should just dodge roll. I'm about to get blown up again, by the way. Oh, that was nice. So like I said, the slow motion makes my timing go all out of whack. I hate it. But... 2 shots and he's dead. It doesn't help that I'm half falling asleep too on a Sunday evening. Doesn't really help. Nice easy room. Just gestures in there. Mechanics note 6. Very nice. Also a minute. Most times you'll never find a traitor chest in front of like a warp. Yeah, the game's being nice and giving me health cubes because I need them. This game, by any means, it's not hard. Well, the last boss is hard, I'll say that, but it's not that bad on lower license levels. It really isn't. I feel like this is a trap opening that thing. Yep, thought so. Yeah, for some reason he just stopped all of a sudden. Okay, and that time I actually dodge rolled, that was the helmet doing it. I don't react that quickly enough to make that happen, unfortunately. Oh crap, I'm in the range. Run! Oh sweet Jesus. That was deceitful, was it not? Like, this whole, like, straight line to that thing was his path. That was pretty freaking deceitful. I don't know if there's another one. If there is, I'm gonna get hit by it. Okay, these guys are back. Same procedures before, they're not much different. Just take them all out equally. Whittle away at their health equally. If you have a piercing weapon, that'll be helpful when they spin like that. The piercing weapon will ignore it. It's kind of a good idea to kind of keep them all on the screen. That way they don't rush you or, you know, just randomly spit off a ball and you can't see it. They're not any different than their counterparts, so. Trust me, this isn't the last time we'll be seeing these jokers, not by a long shot. Oh yes, that was pro. Except that wasn't pro. I think the balls move a little faster, but I can't tell. I'm just sucking right now, so just disregard that. Yeah, I seem to be hitting the one that I don't want to be hitting. Of course, jumping, of course, gives you a little bit of distance between them. You get that distance. Don't let them run into you. That actually running into you will affect you with the stun status, I think is what it's called, where you move slower than dirt. I'm pretty sure you've seen it already in the previous video I did. I think they're a little weaker in terms of defense than the counterparts. They seem to be dying faster. Probably something I don't need to remind you guys, but if you know there's a boss room in the room, there's most likely a refractor nearby. This is going to be the S-class refractor that we'll be finding. Let's get one of them. That was pretty close. So to kind of break the monotony of this fight, it's pretty boring. No, I really don't have anything to talk about. Not the most you're gonna hear from me is Herc, and that's pretty cheap. Total a little much? Okay, the last one, and he'll start spamming the spin, start dropping bombs. I think the homing balls will get a little faster. I'm not entirely sure. Again, piercing weapons will just pierce right through that. Piercing weapons will say no, you're not gonna work, kind of deal. Okay, just dashes across the room there. This is why I say to actually whittle them all down evenly, because you don't want to try and fight this thing when it's doing that all the fucking time. See, it's just spamming it so much now. Imagine if you had a full life game and you were just doing that. It's bad enough that I left as much life on him as I did. That's about all he'll do. He'll spin, drop a bomb, then crush you. It's a pretty simple pattern. It's like the battle network series. The bosses have all a set pattern that they follow. Not a pattern they will do. It's just the fact that they could pretty much kill you in about 2-3 hits as you get higher up on the fights. If you guys want me to do the Battle Network series, which was the majority of my uploads in the past, okay, that I can. But I'll have to relearn it because I haven't played it in ages. With that, that's the last bastard, and he's dead. Okay, let's grab this refractor real quick. I'm pretty sure I'm recording more than 15 minutes, which is my personal limit, but oh well. And that is the S-class refractor. I believe that fetches about 500,000 zenny, but I'm not entirely sure. Okay, I think there's another room left that I haven't touched yet. But since we defeated a lot of the rear bots in the other rooms, you can just go straight to it. Like I said, I'm not trying to be 100% clear on this game, completed 100%. I'm just trying to get a whole lot done of what I generally would do during a normal playthrough when I replay the game after 200,000 years, well beyond my lifespan. And yes, there was. It was this room. Okay, in this room, this time I should have better luck. No, I'm not gonna have better luck. That guy's gonna run it over there, so I might as well just aggro them and kill them, get it over with. Let me do it smartly, though. Yeah, he's gonna hit me, I'm pretty sure. Or not. If you're gonna fight them, get into a good position. I'm trying to get in a good position where they all can't just, just bombard me at once. I just don't want to see them coming. Okay, I threw a sword out there. I get it now. Gotta keep moving if they're aggro to you. Try to keep on the screen if possible. Since I kind of group them together, it makes it a little easier. I'm not even bothered to lock on because it'll stop me for a minute. I'm gonna get hit because of it. Yeah, they'll randomly just decide to go, oh, we're gonna hurt you now. Oh, that was close. See, it would have been nice to just walk straight through that, but this guy was just gonna ruin it. I don't know if the king, it's not a mimic, but I can't remember the king, that bird thing. The old bird thing I showed you when the segments to farm off of, I don't think it shows up down here. If it does, I've never seen it. All that work for Zenny. Yeah, thanks. We have to head south. I think that one part right there might have another room, but I don't remember. Either way, if we get there, I'm gonna end it there. I'm pretty sure I'm over my limit at this point. I'm close to 20 minutes on recording, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. 130,000. I believe it's 130,000. Yes, sir. New spot. Okay. Let's chill a bit now. Our friends, the little yellow, what's it called? And they're just ready to kick my ass, I'm pretty sure. This one is. And of course, it's because of the speed, it's taking so bloody long. Overall, it's still a shorter dungeon than the other water base. That just freaking sucked. And I walked through him. Look how that worked out. Please keep hitting that corner. Ah, that just sucked. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. He's just hitting that corner. They're really bad apparently. It's a wall. I don't know how to get around it. Can you tell me how? Ah, don't land on me. I like concussions, thank you very much. And there's the hole in the wall. Something like that. Sensor, that'll come in handy later. I think that's for another weapon, don't remember exactly. I will show the shining laser, because that's like one of the best weapons in this game. And if I miss some parts, I'll go back and get them all on camera so you'll see it. Gain 18,000. I think that's all for this ruin. So, with that, I hope you enjoyed this segment, and hope you guys have a good evening. This is Proto Man 111 signing off.